Hey everyone, this is Ashton and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using Curlformers that I've had for I don't know how long, but I've never really used them unless I was using them on my wigs when I was transitioning. I just pretty much used them at the bottom to give them a nice wave so I didn't have to constantly put heat or start damaging my wigs to get them a little more, longevity. Today I'm also testing out Revlon's Pro Collection Salon One Step Hair Dryer and Volumizer. I've been wanting to get something like this for a while, but I just never. I've been nervous about putting heat on my hair because, like, I already bleach it. So I was just really cautious about, like, getting products like this. Every once in a while, I'll blow dry my hair just a little bit when it's getting close to bed and I do a wash and go, but for the most part, never, like, directly to straighten or get my hair blown out that much. So you see I parted my hair off in 4 sections just to make it easier. I pretty much subsectioned each one. So out of the 4 I made another section just to make sure I'm drying it correctly and getting the best out of not having to put too much heat in one spot and just constantly going over and over that one section. So I'm just detangling with my Denman brush, making sure it goes through easily, and I'm using the IC Fantasia heat protector. I did have the Tresemme spray, but for some reason I just wanted to test out like a thick serum. I haven't used this product in like so long. Like I think the last time I used it was like when I was in college and I used to relax and straighten my hair, and it just helped out. But other than that, that was the last time. It did pretty good. I can't complain. Whether I know it exactly, protecting my hair from heat, I will not know. But all I know is my hair bounced back after I washed my hair the next day. So this pretty much is, I wouldn't say as loud as a blow dryer, but it's up there. It wasn't as silent as I thought it would be. I pretty much kept it on the cool setting. I didn't really want to test out how high it could go, but I just want to make sure I'm not really doing anything crazy to my hair and just keep it on the lowest setting possible and just taking my time, making sure like I go through, I'm not ripping out my hair, and I'm just doing as little passes I can do on my hair. So I'm very impressed on like how well it did. Not that I was gonna be disappointed or anything, but like the way the handle is and the way the cord is, where it's like swivels and you don't have to like worry about it getting tangled up. It pretty much got my hair dry the first 2 or 3 passes for each one. Like I said, as long as I took my time and I wasn't like rushing through it. But I wasn't getting it to like 100% dry, but it was to the point where it's like close to bone dry. So as I work my way through, I'm just making sure I'm not overlapping too much on the other one. That's kind of why I didn't want to make sure it's like bone dry, because I knew there's going to still be heat on top of the other part. So just in case I kept going over it, at least it's not like 100% dry where I'm just like overkilling my hair with the heat. So I'm pretty much just going to keep doing that with each section, and then as I keep going, I'll just twist it along the way. That way it just stays straightened out. So these are the Curlformers that I have. I'll be using the barrel shaped ones. They kind of have like a loose but a little tight on the curl pattern. I'm going to be putting Melanin multi-use oil on my hair and then topping it off with the Texture ID multi-styling foam spray. I'm just kind of experimenting. I didn't really have a sheer game plan on like what products I should be using, but these are the stuff that I had, so I'm gonna use them. Pretty much I just had these put in braids after I finished blow drying it out, just to really make sure it was stretched out and wasn't going to be moving anywhere or shrinking back up. Just gonna take one section each. Probably gonna be doing smaller sections. I forget how many curls come into the bag, but I always feel like I'm gonna run out once I'm like halfway through my head. Uh, I don't know, I always get like that mini panic, but pretty much I'm just making sure every part of my hair is just getting curled up. So this is the wand that comes into the package that you use to feed your hair through the curler. It just snaps in, and then all you have to do is push the wand through the curler and then link your hair up to it. What I like to do before I start is make sure I'm using the right side. I really don't know how well it really matters, honestly, but I always go through this like brain fart of which color do I use for each side, and I never remember, so I have to sit there and you can really see the gears turning, unfortunately, but this is what I go through to make sure I'm using the right one. So clearly I figured out. I believe the right side had the pink and the yellow side had the left side of me. So here I go with putting the foam in, making sure I saturate it enough and make sure there's not a strand that's really missing. I'll go back in with the comb to make sure I really brush through the product and get it through each strand. So what you pretty much want to do is take the wand and just feed it through the Curlformer just like that till you have it like sticking out, and then you grab your hair and you kind of just want to twist it a little bit towards the root of your hair, not all the way, but just enough where the hook will grab it, and then when you pull it through it's not coming out. So you just make sure everything's snug, pull it through, and voila. What I like to do as an added measure is kind of just like smooth my hair in there, that way it's not just like bunched up or anything, because I notice like in the past, like when I don't do that, it's just a hot mess in there after I take it out. So I'm just going to show you guys one more time what I did. So here's it all done. Both sides are finished. I didn't really like that part in the middle, but there's not much I can do about it. Once I fluff it out and everything, it'll be good. So I'm gonna come back to you guys tomorrow in the morning with everything dried and when we separate. So here's the next day. I really didn't like the eye makeup, but we're not here for that. We're here for the hair tutorial. But man, I didn't really like how that came out. But as you can see, it was looking very promising. You know, we took one out. I took a few. After I took like pretty much all of them out, it looked pretty good. But you'll see once we get through towards the end of the video. is after I took all the Curlformers. I was kind of happy, like still very promising. So what I did to separate the curls, I took the Melanin multi-use hair oil and just tried to gently just separate everything and kind of like help work it back into its curl. They're very soft curls. They didn't really have that much of a hold. I knew I wasn't gonna get that many days out of it, so I just wanted to be careful not to just over manipulate the curls to the point where it just you didn't get much out of it. But I'm gonna continue doing that, and I'll come back when I am done. So now that I'm done separating the curls, what I want to do is just go in and just kind of slick my edges down, just in case like you do see them when my hair like flips up or anything. So I just use the Got To Be Ultra Glue, just to make sure everything's slicked down and just looks presentable if my hair so happens to move out of my face or anything. pretty much the finished result. Like I said, it had a really light hold. I don't think I really got that many hours out of it, so after that day, I was pretty much done with it. So this did not come out the way I wanted it to, but we're gonna change into something else. So here's my hair afterwards. I didn't feel like washing it right after that. I just kept it in that hairstyle for maybe like a day or two until I washed it again. Um, Definitely next time if I ever do this again, I'll find something with a stronger hold, but until then, thank you for tuning in, and please, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me if there's anything that you want to possibly see in the future, or just want to say hello. Thank you for stopping by, and have a good day.